Hey everybody, it's another episode of AJ Opens Boxes, show where AJ, that's me, opens up some boxes, and I got some boxes right there. As you can see, there are some basketball players on them. Now, the interesting thing about sports and Funkos, they didn't start out together. In fact, it's almost purposely, strategically, they stayed away from sports. People that know the history of Funko, they started out making wacky wobblers. That's how they got real big. They made these ad icons, for cereal and others. I mean, I've got quite a few ad icon wacky wobblers myself. However, working in broadcasting, I've noticed that just about any sports broadcaster I've worked with, just about anyone that's worth their salt, has at least a couple, if not a multitude, of bobbleheads. Now, sports bobbleheads, basketball, football, baseball, whatever. These bobbleheads that they're given as giveaways at games, and they're collectibles and stuff that they sell in the gift shops and stuff. So bobbleheads are very much a very sports thing. So why didn't Funko get involved in sports when they started? Well, because bobbleheads were already established in sports. There's already companies and whatnot that already made those. So that's why they went to the the licensees. They went to licenses that people didn't have yet. So i.e. the ad icons, and then eventually they were broke into comic books and Star Wars and other things, and eventually got themselves back, especially when they came with Pops, which are for the most part not bobbleheads, with the exception of the Marvel and Star Wars ones. They came back around to sports. It was kind of like a big full circle, if you will, from staying away from sports, to kind of get established, then becoming so big that now they can make sports, not sports bobbleheads, but sports Pops. The thing, the original Funko creation, because obviously bobbleheads did exist before Funko did, but Pops didn't. So I think it's always interesting to think about how they've come around to sports. And speaking of sports, this has nothing to do. I'm just a White Sox fan, and I'm thirsty. So, all right. Now, these of course are basketball Pops, and in full disclosure, I'm not much of an NBA fan anymore. Growing up, I went to my high school was a big basketball school. My hometown's a big basketball town. A number of famous players and coaches have come from my hometown. So I was really big into basketball, even though I was horrible at it, and still I'm probably even worse now because I haven't really played basketball in I don't know how many years. But now a lot of people that know me know I'm a big big Seahawks fan. That's football. But I still have a fandom that's kind of, I don't know, kind of full circle for me of how different things I've gotten. So each of these Pops kind of means something to me, and we're gonna go through them at all. First off is the Wal-Mart exclusive Michael Jordan Pop. Now, from Illinois, we are I was a big Bulls fan. Because I'm on the Chicago Bulls, especially in the 90s. Man, they were the best. I don't think the White Sox were that good back then, but that's besides the point. But I mean, we come on. Jordan won like 6 championships with Scottie Pippen, Dennis Rodman, and all those guys. Well, that was probably the main guys. But so Michael Jordan's always has a special place in my heart. With that said, I bought this because I kind of got caught up in the Funko hype. Everybody's like, oh, this Pop's gonna be real big, and then so I saw it at my Walmart, and I picked it up. I was like, I gotta get it, and I was gonna give it away to a buddy who's into sports, big into Chicago sports, and then you ever don't want to give a gift to somebody that's gonna be a burden? Like this kind of became that because he was trying to get rid of his sports stuff, kind of like selling it off and stuff, and so I didn't want to give him something new. And then it's like, well, no, I've got to keep it, but I'm trying to cut down on my sports memorabilia for space or whatever reasons. And it's not a Chicago Bulls Michael Jordan. It's just Michael Jordan. So I was like, well, is he a fan? So I declined to gift it to him, just because I didn't want it to be like a burden. I hate gifts that are burdens. So. But anyway, this is a cool Pop. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. Maybe I'll do a giveaway. Just nothing against Jordan. I just can't keep everything. But I do like this. This is back when he played for the University of North Carolina, obviously before the Bulls. But I'm a huge fan of the NBA Pops. They actually make some pretty cool ones, and they do, for the minimal amount of expression they do a lot of good details with the Pops. I mean, I think the basketballs are the best because they got the texture on the ball where it's just like, has that, grip or whatever that a basketball has, but wearing his, famous 23 jersey. So that's a cool one, and I dig it. So, yeah, I might still give it away just because I knowing that I'm not into basketball as much anymore, I do want to give someone that will enjoy it. I like when Pops bring joy, and I don't know. that just makes me think of things gone by. This pop does bring me joy, but it also brings me a lot of sadness. As you can see, I later became a Seattle Sonics fan, and this is part of the reason I'm not into the NBA anymore. See, they got stolen. They were literally stolen. I don't know how there weren't laws broken. It was thievery at its worst. Anyway, but speaking of at their best, at his best, Shawn Kemp was one of the the best Sonics around. And he's yeah. So this was at Emerald City, one of my favorite conventions. So favorite team, favorite convention, Shawn Kemp. I thought it had to get him. He still active in a lot of Seattle stuff. I think he owns like a couple bars or something, or has or whatever. But he's had his ups and downs and troubles. But I think they made a great pop with this. Again, they're all kind of the same. They got the same. I mean, they're all playing the same game, so I guess that's why their pops all look the same. But he's wearing his 40 jersey, because that was his number when he played for the Seattle Sonics. Played for quite a few years. I think majority of his career was at the Sonics, but he did play for some other teams. But again, he's got the good the good texture on the basketball there, and he's got his his beard and all that stuff. So I think it's a good pop. I dig it. I like it, and that's definitely one I'm going to keep because I'm a big fan of the Supersonics. I do want to get their Gary Payton that they've got. I like him a little more. Nothing against him. I just like Gary Payton more. I do hope they come with a Hersey Hawkins pop, because Hersey Hawkins went to my college and then also played for the Sonics. So just Funko, if you're listening, there you go. Now the third one is kind of weird. It's not for me. This is a gift. I even showed this in another. Is LeBron James. You're like, oh, of course, good old King James and all that stuff. I've got nothing against LeBron James, but it's my mom's a big fan of him, like very specifically of him. I said, like, and it's weird because, like, so a few years ago, he's the Cleveland Cavaliers, back when he was playing for them, were playing against the Golden State Warriors. Now, like I said, I went to a big basketball high school, that has a lot of like famous players. Well, Shawn Livingston went to my high school and was playing, not when I went, because I'm super old and he's not young anymore, but that's besides the point. They were playing against, in the championship, against, LeBron's team versus, Shawn's teams. I mean, wasn't their team, he didn't own the teams, but my mom's going for the Cleveland Cavaliers and LeBron James and all that. And I'm like, well, what the heck? I mean, the home team, you gotta go for the home team, that's on Shawn Livingston. He's, got the injury, then he had a great comeback story, and he's a great player, and he's just an overall really good guy. Jordan and Kemp are great players, but they've had a few they've had their mistakes. Like Shawn's like almost been perfect. I mean, like the only thing bad about his career was something that happened to him. He broke his knee really badly. Don't look it up. But like he's a good guy. So like how can you not love Shawn Livingston? Well, apparently if he's playing against LeBron James, that's how. So my mom, who retired a little bit early and I think just had to fill her time with something, became a big NBA fan and became a big LeBron James fan. I don't know what to say about that, but that she is. So there you go. This is actually going to be a gift to her because I'm not a huge LeBron. Well, I'm not a huge basketball fan in general, but not a huge LeBron fan. Not in a bad way. Like I don't like. Good luck to him. I hope he does well in life in general. But just LeBron, if you're out there, my mom loves you. Not like that. That's weird. Not that you're thinking that, and I feel ashamed that I thought that or thought that you thought that. I apologize. Anyway, so there you go. The three players that kind of represent a lot about like my love and fall of basketball. Michael Jordan again. Growing up in being in Illinois in the 90s, man, that how can you not love basketball when your team is like constantly just like dominating? Well, specifically when this player played, Michael Jordan. Also Space Jam. I mean, the movie holds up. I'm just saying. So like Jordan for that. Shawn Kemp, my team, the Seattle Supersonics that I love, and then LeBron James because of my mom. That sounds weird to say it that way. So there you go. Those are three basketball pops that I've gotten, and I'm going to gift several of them away because I like giving away gifts. So I definitely, the LeBron's going to go to my mom. I'm keeping the Shawn Kemp. I'd like to give Michael Jordan away because, again, I don't know. I don't feel I appreciate him enough. I want somebody to appreciate him. So that's besides the point. Hey, who's your favorite NBA player? Who's an NBA player you wish they would make a pop of? Mine's Hersey Hawkins. I'm going to put that in the comments below. Which NBA player that does not have a pop yet would you like to see as a pop? Let me know in the comments below what NBA player you think deserves a pop. Let me know in the comments below. Because, hey, that's basketball. Whatever. Speaking of basketball or something completely unrelated, hey, check me out on social media. That was a rough transition. But, you know, it's not rough. My social media, and here it is. Let's see, 2 transitions in 1. That's like a, I don't know, I was going to try to use some basketball term, but I don't know any. So, but hey, what I do know is I'm on Twitter at @A_J_Roberts. That's at AJ Roberts. And I'm on the Instagram at the AJ Show TV. Be forewarned, I share a lot of pictures of my wieners on the Instagram, so I like to give people a little heads up on that. Hey, thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting me. Whether you support your favorite basketball team or not, I appreciate you supporting this channel by watching. Another way you can really support and really help me score some points. That's like a sports thing, I guess. Please click like and subscribe. And of course, you can always comment below whatever my question of the day was for this one. What's your favorite NBA player that doesn't have a pop yet that you think deserves one? Let me know in the comments below. But again, clicking like and subscribe, super helpful, and I really appreciate it. One of the easiest ways to do that, hey, check out Iron Weenie. Give her a click. You can click on her to subscribe, or check out more of my videos to the sides me there. Because that's an easy way. So until Seattle finally gets the Sonics back, keep boxing it up.